Landed on a downslope, one bounce, a little bit of check, and then trickle.
The connection, chaps.
Oh, that's fabulous, isn't it?
The noise, the use of the bounce.
Yeah, everything.
There's been a lot of good shots throughout round 3, and that was up there with the very best of them. Let's take a look back at Brandon Grace, and most of us thought this was impossible. It was difficult to keep a putt shy of the hole, yet Brandon Grace managed to do that. Hovland's been up there with the best of them as well.
Must be feeling a little bit jet-lagged, but you wouldn't have thought so. Nice rhythm, nutty sound off the putter face, right in the heart of the cut. He's right in the mix. Well done.
Fitzpatrick out of position at 2, going across the green. What about this? Wonderful touch.
Certainly one of the stars of the show has been Laurie Cantor, and it began at the very opening hole. Perfect tee shot, just a slight hint of a draw at the top of its flight for the second. Settles adjacent to the flag.
Parred from there until he got to the 5th, and this was a joy to watch. Ball just moving on oil. You think it's not going to quite reach, and it does. Oh, what bliss. A lovely birdie there, brings a smile to his face. Slightly guilty look.
It would be second birdie of the day. His third came at 7. And one of the overnight leader. Patrick Reed at 4. Sometimes you need a bit of help from elsewhere, and the American got that. Back it came, got closer and closer and closer, and it would be good enough to save a par.
Yeah, that wasn't the only one today. Short of the green at 7, in the bunker. Different type of shot, but the exact same result. Beautiful display.
Again here in #1 position. He's still in #1 position at the head of affairs in the DP World Tour Championship. Fitzpatrick 9 under par after a relatively quiet front 9 out in 35, and all that happened because of this. 4 feels like a birdie and a half, I guess you'd say, today. So he enters the back 9 under alongside Brandon Grace and Victor Hovland, who's on his way down the par 5 14th.
Coming out of the rough, nothing in his way. A bit anxious as the ball come out a bit fast. Came out an express train. Sit okay. That little lighter cut, you can get a club on the back of the ball, so a reasonable little chip from there.
Another player making a move is Robert McIntyre. Fairly quiet yesterday. It's a very different story today.
Down the green, not a lot of movement. And the movement he's making is forward. Great round of golf and a nice run on this back 9.
Surely is, and only 2 players ahead of him, Laurie Cantor and Patrick Reed. Good chance for Hovland at 14. Tee up at 14 by 33 yards today, so it's a comfortable reach in 2 for many. Some thrilling golf. Birdies galore. You'll see the numbers on the right hand side where it says R2D, race to Dubai. They're projected of where the finished. Players going up, players coming back, and with that birdie at the last, Westwood heading in the right direction.
Is he posing for photos? I think he was. What a lovely iron again. 2 in a row right down the flag. 1 from the fairway, 1 from the rough. Strong, fit looking, still enjoying the game, still very competitive.
Hovland at 14.
Gutsy play this one, trying to start it left and slide it left to right. It's on a good line, isn't going to hop up. It's a good leave. See how his technique handles that one.
Just needed one bounce, didn't it? One leap forward, and then it comes in from left to right. Belamaki is looking at the Rookie of the Year title. He's still inside the top 10 in that group, 7 under par. 1 under for the day. Reid just doing enough to stay out in front and retain that #1 position in the race to Dubai and the lead in the DP World. Danny Willett in the group at 5 under. Lee Westwood with a really good birdie chance coming up at 11 to follow the...
South Africa's Brandon Grace is having a good day. He's in a tricky spot at 11. Or is he? Or is he? Ooh, fine effort. And that should be good enough to keep him at 9 under par, which is 2 shots behind Patrick Reed. Day 3 of the DP World Tour Championship. Tyrrell Hatton is not in a good place at the 10th. His 3rd shot. Well, he dropped a shot at 9. He's going to have to hold that one to avoid back-to-back bogeys around the turn. As we head back to the tee at the 10th, and the championship leader.
Out with the driver. It's a narrow old slither down there. But if you find the fairway, happy days, it's birdie time.
Doesn't need that twirly follow through anymore to get the cut on it. Beautiful tree shot right down the heart of the fairway.
It was long, that one as well, Ken Brown. That was his best. They are both of similar length. I'm not sure whether Matt Fitzpatrick can get up to that one. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
Both players are at the club head speed, about the 115 mile an hour.
It's of course the players enjoy coming to, and a little earlier in the week we asked them what they thought of the back 9 at the Earth Course. Top 18.
He found a decent line. It came out a little quick on him for Laurie Cantor. Had a little ridge just to come over it to decide how far he was going to carry it over it, and it skidded forward a fraction on him.
Westwood after another imperious iron shot. You know, you look at that all day and it's got to break left to right.
Really good chance gone. I was quite interested, you talking about the back 9. The players go straight to the back 9 Sunday, what's coming up, what they can win. All of them focused on that.
Right.
Just got to get to grips with this now, Till, trying to rest the slide.
Bezuidenhout at the 18th. They're just apart of him, round in 70, playing with Morikawa, round in 69.
Trying to become the first player to win 3 times on the tour since Severiano Ballesteros in 1986.
It's a good pitch really from an awkward place for Hovland. He got it close, but that's chances gone at 12, 13 and 14. Holt says run for home.
Big putt, big heart. Good up and down in the end.
Yeah, you look back at moments like that. You take 5 there, you know it's not a difficult hole. You know, if you can get in position, you can perhaps get a birdie. You mentioned Morikawa. This was moments ago. Birdie putt at 18. And he needs a low one on Sunday, but he's headed in the right direction. 72, 70 and 69 today.
TM high and watch him fly. Lee Westwood on the 12th, the long par 4. He's looking a little anxious. This new driver's certainly gone a bit further, and that one's found the deep bunker down the left side, and it's a bit of a chasm. He's probably far enough back, but second shot uphill, you've got to get the most perfect lie. Still smiling though. All the balls on the 10th fairway. The reds are the birdies. I mean, a few of them coming out the right-hand rough, mainly off the fairway. 2 perfect tee shots, Andy.
Yeah, certainly is, Ken.
This is where you want to be. He's down the right and the flag is back right, but don't worry about that. With no wind, he's just flat pulled it. He's not feeling it today.
No, it's very similar to that one on the 6th earlier on this afternoon.
Yeah, that's just not him. You just hang in there, though. You just have to hang in there. You hit a few squiffy shots, and you just have to hang in there and stay around 107. I've got him getting this up and down. Right in the middle of the fairway. The yardage 107. As kids, right through a career, you work on 100, 150. So on your 100 shots, just give it a little more oomph, and that should do the trick nicely.
Just kissed up that downslope and checked a little bit to the left. He must have put a bit of draw spin on it.
Just the iron for Laurie Cantor. Keep the face open. That's fine.
Catch up with McIntyre once again, this time for a birdie at 15. Another fairly tight pin at 15 today. It's only 4 in from the left edge and 14 on from the line they're playing those second shots. So not the easiest pin to access.
Ball above the fleet. Greens about 20 feet above you as well, so plays very much uphill. Oh my, that's going to be the world's toughest bunker shot.
Well, if he gets it out the bunker, he'll be lucky if he keeps it in the green.
Ian Poulter coming towards the end of his round.
He had some chances today, Ian, and the finishes had a bit of style to break par for the day.
Couple of bad holes in the back nine, 5 at 12, a double bogey at 16, and a nice closing birdie. 71 today for Poulter, back in the group -2, just outside the top 30 currently.
It's a small footage of both players. Reed's missed quite a few greens and chipped up beautifully. This is the Odyssey putting statistics. 38 feet, 21 feet.
Straight up the hill, gently from right to left, because there's a little hump in the middle of this green that pushes the ball back towards the back edge, as Ken said, that little swale that Patrick Reed hit. So it's not a big breaker, it's not a difficult putt. It's quite slow up this hill.
Lie lines and dots all over the ball. Quite interesting how he decorates it. Must all be to help him deliver the club head squarely.
Fleetwood clambered over the bunker at 13, putting it from the first cut of rough. Little bobble. Now he's quickened from the left. Straightened up.
Couple of football pitches between these two tee shots, but canters nicely down the right hand side as the wind pops up. Swinging beautifully to this front pin. Good chance for a birdie today here at 11.
Still very little breeze about, just a zephyr to keep you fractionally cool. It's not that hot at this time of year, sort of 25 degrees, pleasant.
Yeah, for sure. That's it, like left edge, maybe a hair outside. I don't like outside.
Look at a nice little gathering of people watching, socially distancing. Just straight up the hill. This is a great opportunity. Got it bang on from 106, pin high. So this is a good look.
How many times? How many times? Well, he knows. He just keeps putting that smooth stroke on it. Eventually, they won't be scared of the dark.
Just the one birdie today for Reed, but rather like the first day, no drop shots. Different story for Till Hatton, who's had a tough spell in the rain. It often happens. It's the way you bounce back that counts.
Driver off the tee here, aggressive play. Tyrrell Hatton just 81 yards left, so this should be dancing around the pin. Go on, a bit of backspin on it. Yeah, that's a beautiful shot. Aggressive tee shot. There's not much fairway when you drive it down there, but he found it.
I suspect a strong finish on the way for Hatton. Much more mature player, high quality golfer.
No chance from up there. It's just going to keep trickling for Grace. When you miss it, the bunker in that side, you're so deep, it must be 10 feet deep, if not more, up to the green that's running away from you.
4 holes left for Hovland. This is second to 15.
On the direct line, there's 5 yards of green to land it on this angle.
He could have been heading towards 60, 61 today. The quality of his iron shots has been quite sensational. Must be some up and down. Oh, it very nearly was. Virtually the full 360 coming back to meet you. So a shot goes for Grace, first drop shot of the day.
Found the rough off the tee, had to lay up to here. Hedry Arnausen could have easily reached, so this little spit of green on the right side. Don't miss the green on the right. Oh, that's lovely. Just down the bank, and you're, well, I would think 4 times out of 10 you'll finish in the water if you hit it down there. He's off.
Another player whose iron play has been first class today as well.
He'd look good on Baywatch, wouldn't he? He's got all the right attributes.
Out with a 3 with the further right you go down there, the better. Wind out of the right-hand side, Kenny. Pamela Anderson, those were the days.
The other soft.
Okay. He's slightly unsighted to the flag, but on the short stuff is a pretty generous fairway.
Let's go up to the green. Laurie Canter to join Reed at 11 under. Fairly serene progress for Canter. Made a couple of nice par-saving putts, but 3 under, no drop shots for him. Westwood.
Missed a chance on the previous green, half his distance, and 3s on this hole are scarce as hen's teeth. Two in a row he started on the line, he thought, and slightly misreading him.
Germany's Martin Keimer. Chance at 15. And I tell you what, if he could play this course without the 9th hole, he'd be doing just fine. He has dropped 5 shots on the 9th hole over 3 rounds. Triple bogey today.
Yeah. He's gutsy as Tyrrell Hatton. Pushed it, did he? Oh. Just a par.
Yeah, good chance though, wasn't it? Hovland. And the Norwegian moves to within 1 of Patrick Reed at the top. That is birdie number 6 today for the man who won in Mexico last week on the PGA Tour. He has brought that form here. And he's in the mix. Hovland, Willett and 1 or 2 others in the field this week. Henrik Stenson only here because they're in the top 75 of the world rankings as we go out to 13. And Lee Westwood.
Par 3s on this golf course always tricky, and this one, this tee in a little valley surrounded by trees, it's almost impossible to detect where the wind is coming from. Flag hardly moving. Plays uphill.
Almost 400 wins between them, the Race to Dubai champions. This man's won it twice and he's got 25 European Tour titles.
That's a beauty. So awkward to get at this flag. You have to bring it in from the left and a bit further to carry that bunker on the left side as well. Combined European Tour wins by the Race to Dubai champions, 396. My goodness.
Almost a quarter of all events since 1972. That's amazing. Paul McGinley has joined Ken Brown and myself, Dom Hollier, in the commentary box. We've got Anthony Wall out there on the fairways, along with Wayne O'Reilly, Tim Barter and Nick Doherty, part of the team as well.
With the wind down the right-hand side and the flag over to the left, this is one of the easiest flag positions I've seen on this fine layout this week. Birdie time.
Sit. Nice stock one of those.
Yeah, I mean, like just a normal swing.
Right, yeah, that's right in his wheelhouse.
139. You can only see the top of the flag. Further left you go, as I described off the tee, you get blocked out. A little hill. Shouldn't be an issue. 139 is a beautiful yardage. You should be able to get it closer than Fitzy did. This flag position, it really is a gift today.
Right at it, if it's at the target.
Never easy when you're unsighted to the flag, just to get the sort of perspective right. You have to pick your line on the TV tab behind the green on that hole.
12T, Laurie Cantor. Difficult hole.
Seems to be happy with that one. Falling off the fairway, but he's such a big hitter, is Laurie, that he'll still have a lot of loft going in there, even though it is, as you can see, 476 yards.
Day 3 of the final event of the Race to Dubai season, the DP World Tour Championship. It's also the last Rolex Series event of 2020. Everything on the line over the next day and a bit. The Race to Dubai title for the Harry Vardon Trophy, and the DP World Tour Championship itself. They're closing, they're trying to close anyway on Patrick Reed. He's just keeping his nose in front at the top as he seeks to become the first player from the